Namaste, ASHE, HOTEP, 13 love. Peace, God. So I'm gonna talk about these that symbol that you just seen right there. That's the Kundalini symbol. That's the snakes going up and up. That's what you have in the back of your spine. You have two main nerves there that are connected, that go straight to your brain nerves and all that good stuff, you know. And so these two nerves, they're basically the male and female energy. They're the electrical things that give you energy, magnetic energy, electrical, magnetic, and they rise up to your spine and rise up your chakras and all that. So it sits in the bottom of your lower chakra, your first chakra, and your sacrum, and right there it's coiled around. So that's why it's important to meditate. Do your meditation and allowing that the breath circulation is going from the crown of your head, going all the way down to the bottom, curling up there, waking up the serpent within you, which is your Kundalini, your nega serpent. You rise it up. And as it goes up and it rises out, the snake, when it goes up, you spread out your wings. And that's when you start to fly. That's astral traveling and all that. And obviously when a snake, if you see a snake with wings on it, it makes a dragon. You know, a lot of people try to talk shit about the dragon. It's ridiculous. Another thing, a lot of people talk about so-called, I don't like to call them this, but UFOs, that when they see a spacecraft, and that those are other beings. Those ain't the original celestial beings. That's the word that I prefer to use, celestial beings, brothers and sisters. And they say that anything that has to do, that looks tangible, a tangible starship or whatever, it's not it's not part of our people or whatever. And that's bullshit. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Most of these niggas travel, our celestial beings, ancestors, they travel through crystal starships. You know, how do I know this? I see them all the time, alright? And when you look up to the skies, you may think it's a star, but it's a starship. And it's another way of traveling. And the way it is sometimes it may be invisible, like it's invisible and all you see is the crystal, and you may think it's a light, but it's not a light, it's just a crystal that has this, it's emitting this energy that you perceive as light, you know what I'm saying, that you look at it as light, but it's not really a light. And it'll be see-through, some of them be see-through that you can see right through them, some of them be dark, some of them be like having like kind of like a metallic look, but it's obviously because of the stones and all this and that. And a lot of people don't know these shits, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of our ancestors, they live out here underneath the earth, you know what I'm saying, so they deal with all that stuff, the Shambhalas, let's call it Shambhala, the inner earth, alright. So there's a difference between them niggas and these evil ass niggas. So when you see the doctors, they have this symbol, a lot, you know what I'm saying. And you may ask yourself, what the heck are they doing with this? You know, they don't believe in spirits. They don't believe in the Kundalini. Well, guess what? They do. And they know, they try to use their best things to try to keep that away from you so that you don't use it. So it doesn't arise. So a lot of times they mess up your back, you know, especially with females. They give them epidural and all that. The shoes that you wear messes up your back. The chairs that you sit on messes up your back. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of things. The food that you eat messes up your back, goes straight to your back. Because, you know, like some people know about acid or whatever, or any kind of drug that they pop, mainly acid. Like when you take acid or whatever, I ain't never took it, but people that done took it, it goes straight to the back of the spine. Even ecstasy, you know what I'm saying? And it'll go right to the back of your spine, and it'll stay there, this fluid. And every time people will crack their back, they'll get a flashback. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it stays stuck right there. So you want to try to clean that out by herbs and all that good stuff. And that's the same thing with the epidural that they give the mothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that the mothers, as soon as the mothers have a child, the child is born in the lower dantian, so a mother has two hearts, so her spirituality, her energy rises even more so. So even though when the mother conceives the child and they may cut off the cord, the umbilical cord, she is always connected with them, you know, through the etherical cord, just like Mother Earth. Mother Earth is always connected with us, you know what I'm saying? That's where you see the relationships, you know what I'm saying, with the mothers and the Mother Earth and Mother Nature, the THRU. And so now a lot of people want to talk about extraterrestrial and all that bullshit, A lot of these people, these witch doctors or whatever, they feed, when they giving people pills and all this and telling them what to eat this kind of meat, they're feeding those entities that are in them, which are worms, which are like little snakes, little reptilians or whatever, but these have like sharp teeth and they eat off of you, they eat off of anything, they're swine. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you look at a dinosaur and you look at a T-Rex. T-Rex has all its sharp teeth and it's like eating everything, it'll even eat its own kind. And then you have those other dinosaurs and long-necked dinosaurs that eat nothing but vegetables and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the movie Land Before Time, the little cartoon shit, it'll show you that most of the clan, the tribe, I like to say, more so, the tribe of dinosaurs that were traveling with each other, that were, you know what I'm saying, they may look different, but they were all as one because they ate the same food, so they breathed in the same air, they believed in the same morals and stuff like that, while they were trying to stay away from those that eat eggs and those that eat each other, eat meat and all this and that. And you'll see that they were all happy when they were seeing all the trees. One of the main reasons why they left there, where they were at, they migrated, because where they were at, the plants and trees were dying out, so they had to migrate to somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so these witch doctors, they feed in these, that's why you see them with that symbol, the Kundalini symbol, which is ultimately also Ophiuchus symbol, you know what I'm saying, the 13th astrology that they try to keep hidden from you, Ophiuchus, you know what I'm saying, and that's the Kundalini. So one snake represents the good snake, you know what I'm saying, which is the one that eats fruits and vegetables and energy and all that stuff, and then the other one is a vampire, psychic vampire with the teeth that eats anything, it will even eat itself up, you know what I'm saying. That's why you see that symbol of the, you know what I'm saying, so-called wannabe Illuminati ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, that they have they have a snake eating itself, you know what I'm saying, because it's that crazy. And so they feed into these things. They feed these those entities when they're giving you those pills or whatever. They're trying to make sure that those entities are taken care of by their behalf, that they stay alive, and they control you. They control your mind and all that, and you have them in your stomach. If you eat any meat, if you eat any of that shit or whatever, even if you eat fish, you know what I'm saying, shrimp or whatever, you have that shit. You know, and even if you don't, you know what I'm saying, if you just let go, you still gotta remember you're letting go of that little by little, and you have like, it's like a bacteria basically. They start off as little particles, and you'll have like people that walk on the grass. Like, that's why it's important to meditate to form this energy. When you walk on the grass, you gain this energy that the earth, it rises up in you, and it protects you from elf waves and all this radiation and all that. So the more you attune yourself in this with the walking on the dirt and all that, and on the grass and on the trees barefooted, the more you walk barefooted, the more rooted you are to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because the earth lets out negative ions, and the top of the earth lets out positive ions. So, you know, these entities, they try to feed these entities. So some people may pick up these worms from the dirt or whatever. Like, if they're not cleaned yet, they'll be picking up bad ones. If you're meditating, being good or whatever, you'll start picking up good ones. You know what I'm saying? Which is energy, just good energy, the good snake in you, the good negative serpent. So it allows you to help you to rise up this Kundalini behind your back, and it'll spread out its wings, and it'll turn, you know what I'm saying, you'll be that dragon, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I say, a lot of these celestial beings, they travel in starships. Some, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to travel in a starship, but we do have that, because it's a crystal starship, and that's the crystal city, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the crystal cities, and it can land anywhere. Like, like for instance, the Earth is a starship. You know what I'm saying? It's a mothership, and it's a big crystal. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, for people talking about, oh, you know, that it's not it can't be a tangible thing. Starship, those are different beings. They don't know what the heck they talking about. Another thing, so the people that eating all this food, and when you're craving for food that you don't even like, sometimes you'll be hungry when you're not even hungry, and that's them lower demons inside of you, those snakes that are them reptilians, them lower snakes though, because there's two kinds of snakes now, remember. You know what I'm saying? You have one good and one bad, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's, and ultimately it's like I say, it's just an illusion, because in all actuality it's just the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. That means the peace and the war, as far as like, you know, fighting and just, you know, being peace. That's why in Kung Fu you do peace before war and all that. And so they try to control you through these things where they'll be feeding that more, and it controls you spiritually, and it attracts other beings just like that, because they have like an energy, you know what I'm saying, that they telepathically communicate with lower entities and stuff like that. So you want to get rid of them by switching the way that you eat. If you continue eating the same kind of foods and stuff like that, you just keep allowing them to keep living in you, you know what I'm saying? And they're connected with the cockroaches, you know what I'm saying, with all these type of different insects and stuff like that. They all communicate with each other, and you know what I'm saying, they work with each other, you know what I'm saying. Those lower beings that you have in you will make you eat junk food, and then you drop little crumbs or whatever in your place or whatever, and then you have a whole bunch of cockroaches coming and eating off of that, and it's just it's a cycle. They all working with each other, you know what I'm saying, even though they're all evil as heck and they're killing each other, but they're like, yo, we need to survive, so we need to do what we gotta do to stay up, so we gotta work together in somehow, some way. So they took it off like that, you know, in the sense that their energy is manipulating, and it drains you out, and they're okay with eating all this bad food and this and that, and that's what makes your mind believe that you need to eat all this bad food and stuff like that. So you want to try to get rid of that type of stuff, and so that means you're possessed by that shit right there, you know what I'm saying. That allows you to be an extraterrestrial, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you want to call yourself alien, that's what makes you an alien. And then you could be a celestial being by calling it, by intaking these things in you, the right foods and the right things and this and that, and it'll allow you to, it'll protect you more, because each part of your cells, they're all working with each other, you know what I'm saying, and they're working, you know what I'm saying, not just with you, but also with the cosmos and all that, because ultimately your body is the cosmos and the universe. So it's all a connection, that you decipher the good and the evil, you know what I'm saying. So the evil is the devil, the good is God, you know what I'm saying. Just look at the word right there and then, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people want to act like that shit ain't correlating, but common sense, man. Use your brain, you know what I'm saying. And don't even use your brain, use your soul, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna hit this up right now, just let y'all know, stay up, eat right, meditate is the most important thing. How you breathe and all that, making sure the circulation goes from the top of your crown to the bottom to the outside. And another thing I want to show y'all real quick, this right here is my MERKABAH. I've been, you know, last night was the holy moon represented, you know what I'm saying. Today's the 28th, you know what I'm saying, March 28th, 2013. Yesterday, 27. 27 to me is a holy number as well. It ultimately equals number 9, but 2, you know, representing that the snake, and 7, you know what I'm saying, representing that good. So 2 goods, you know what I'm saying, holy, holy. And so this is my MERKABAH. This is another mudra you could do for the MERKABAHs, like this, you know what I'm saying. You could do it for the MERKABAH, but you know, just by doing this, you're doing a good MERKABAH right here. So as you can see, you see my elbows, and then you see my knees. So I'm like Indian style, sitting down, you know what I'm saying, the lotus stance. And so from right here, you sit down like this with my pyramid over my head. So I got my MERKABAH, and you just stand like this, and you can see the shapes of the MERKABAH. Where you could do it like this, you could do it like this, pointing down, pointing straight forward, pointing up higher. You can also do it from the back. And you see a MERKABAH. So this is a way that you can stand like this You may not hear this from nobody, you know what I'm saying? Just letting your niggas know. So you'll see the MERKABAH, the star here, going up like this, and going back up, you know what I'm saying, going downwards. So you can if you're in the grass, you can have it facing down to the ground like that, and just stay breathing. And this will allow you to activate your MERKABAH. Also, you know what I'm saying, you want to have your MERKABAHs, you know what I'm saying, always activated, thinking about your MERKABAHs and all this and that, you know what I'm saying. You have 13 auras around you for the MERKABAH, and you know, that's what it is, man. And those are part of your chakras. You want to program yourself. You know, that Thug Nigga, shouts out to Thug Nigga, HOTEP, he represented it. He did a good job explaining it a little bit for y'all niggas to know a little basics, so y'all can get a picture of what it is. You know what I'm saying? And your MERKABAH is a 7-pointed tetrahedron. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to know about that. That's your starship. That's what you use to travel into the astral realm. Like when you're traveling in different dimensions and stuff like that, you can travel with a starship as well too, because that's what these crystals are. They allow you to go through interdimensional places. So keep that in mind and stay on point. This is the MERKABAH right here. You can do it in all kinds of ways. You see what I'm saying? Like this. You can even do the lotus flower, which is like this, and put it over you, and you just blowing up. These hats right here is a pyramid, you know what I'm saying, with the circle, you know what I'm saying, sacred geometry, the feminine bases, and then you're making a triangle around you, which is, you know what I'm saying, linear, making straight lines like male energy, you know what I'm saying. So there you have it, man. With my MERKABAH right now, you know what I'm saying. Alright, my niggas, all my niggas, keep representing, keep doing your thing. Namaste, you know what I'm saying? 13th overtone.